Here we're playing Earl Memnon in third position. Let's look at the row. First of all, landing rights. Pretty useful for shipping and deploying if you hit the second tier. Imperial Spy, not a good card, trash itself, Emperor access. Keys to power, good persuasion, has access. Still Suit Manufacturer, one of the good cards on the row. Replayable card if you get the alliance. And Immortality Researcher gets research bump and allows you to get responsive slows. Memo Quarters, one of the good techs. Gets shipping. Invasion Ships, this is just troop generation, gets 4 troops, and then you get unlimited shipping once you get access. Now let's play. We have Hundro in first, Yuna in second, me in third, and Beast in fourth. Hundro starts off with smuggling. The combat is the victory point combat for Solari. Yuna goes Imperial Basin. Interesting. She's probably aiming to get Memo Quarters, hoping that we don't pull our ring. Still suits for us. Get water. Maybe go Great Flat. A simple hold space from Beast, trying to get shipping access online. 100 places ring. 1 spice for a shipping bump. He goes down, collects 5 Solari. He's on 6 Solari now. And he plays an intrigue, calculated higher, allowing him to take the Mentad. So now he has an action left. That's key for combat purposes. As expected, Yuna gets Memo Quarters. We realize that the combat is still open for us, so we might as well deploy. Deploying to a total of 4 troops. If Hundro comes over the top and beats us, well, he does. It's unfortunate, but I doubt it. Beast has his ring. Allows him to get another troop in. He decides not to commit all 4. Hundro simply goes well. Now he's setting up for a round 2 Swordmaster. Yuna buys Slave Farmer and Immortality Researcher. We get Imperial Spy, just for Emperor access, possibly Conspire. One of the best card peels though for the Beast, Boundless Ambition. No one has any intrigue, so we take the combat down. Fold space from Yuna indicates that she will not be going in this combat because she's gonna be going shipping. We see our ring, so we decide to go refill our water at Siege Tower. Possibly making a play for Great Flat. Beast goes smuggling. Hundro gets a water back, as still suits. Yuna goes shipping, as expected. She goes up and down and gets Solari. Interesting. I decided to reveal here because Leokai is a very strong card, and nobody else is really in position to get Great Flat. It also allows us to get an Emperor bump with Leokai. Hundro gets this combat for very cheap, just 2 troops. I decided to finally take my Emperor bump for Leokai. Pretty good value for 1 troop. We get an Intrigue and a Spice. Intrigue is not that useful, but oh well. Okay, some options here. We do have Ring, we have all of yellows, and we have our Imperial Spy. Okay, we collect Great Flat Spice. No need to put the troop in. We take our experimentation bump. Yuna goes shipping yet again. Yep. We go conspire. We have Imperial Spy. Tactical, Master Tactician, which is a pretty good card for us. And Gruesome Sacrifice. Lose 2 troops, get a beetle and 2 specimen. Pretty decent intrigues. Allows us to possibly push for the first beetle point fast. Beast wants to take his combat down. I doubt he'll face much resistance. Yuna instantly goes to High Council. They get a cheap second place or a third place here. We buy some Fremen for Leah Kynes. Beast gets shipping access online with a full space. Hunter goes Carthag. Let's see how many deploys. Deploys just 1. Okay. Yuna buys landing rights. Makes sense because she has shipping access. No atomics have been used, which is interesting to keep in mind. Ooh, Beast gets change allegiances, and atomics is instantly to buy a card with his boundless ambition. Decides to buy Other Memory, allows him to draw a card, or another Bendis Red card from his discard. Hundro also uses atomics. Plays Bypass Protocol to acquire a 3-coster or less. He buys Dissecting Kit, allows him to get beetles if he reaches the first genetic marker. Hundro chooses not to take the 2 swords on the Bendis Red. We decided to play an intrigue because we realized that the 4 Solari is gonna. The 4 Solari versus the 2 Solari is key for us, especially as Memnon, because we want to get High Council. So, the more Solari we can get early, the better. Yep. And especially with Yuna always going shipping to get Solari, we got even more Solari for Swordmaster and definitely for High Council. Ooh, Guild Ambassador is on the row. That's a pretty good card, especially if whoever takes the alliance. Beast goes shipping because he got access to it last turn. Oh, he goes up 2. Okay, he possibly has Expedite, which is the intrigue that spends 1 spice to get shipping bump. Hundro plays his ring. Yuna goes Mentat, just to get some actions back. We get Swordmaster first. My goal here was that I'll go Selected Rating next turn so I can trash in the dagger, but at least get the value from the dagger first. Yep. Oh, okay. Beast just wanted to go smuggling to get invasion ships. Okay. Hunter has a bit of a think here. Decides to go Fold Space, okay, to get his shipping access online. Yuna just goes Weld to get some Solari back. Maybe get Swordmaster later in the game. Yep. Selected Rating, trash the dagger, draw 2 cards. It's a dagger and an experimentation. Okay. Oh, Beast plays a very good combo here. Decides to discard a card with invasion ships and get Guild Ambassador by discarding Boundless Ambition, which allows him to buy a card that is five or less. Five or less. Hanjo goes Dreadnought to get Shuttle Fleet. Okay. Now he has shipping access online. Ooh, a good combination from Yuna. Full Space and Slake Farmer allows her to get 9 Solari because she is Yuna. She decides to spend 5 Solari for a point. For a Beetle with Slake Farmer. Pretty good choice. One of the best things here that I realized is that we have last action, so we see that nobody else has deployed in this combat, so we can take this down pretty cheap. Also, if Beast or Hanjo decide to come over the top, we can always just gruesome sacrifice and kill 2 troops for 1 water back, which is good value. So having last action matters a lot in this game. Ooh, TM turns up. We do have an upward TM, but Yuna does play a defensive atomics and decides to blow the row. We do get lucky though. We get firm grip, allows us to get pretty easy faction bumps. 1 dagger. As it turns out, Beast decides to pass and Hunter decides to pass, so we get Imperial Basin for pretty cheap. So now we have the flag, and we're doing pretty well. We're leading the table right now. Okay, not a bad hand. We could have more variety, but it's okay. Instantly goes Mentan. Does Hunter. Yuna goes shipping. This has to go up and down and get troop transports, which is a pretty good card for her, knowing that she has landing rights. We get some Solari. Nice. This could, since we don't have any troops in the troops in our garrison, so we will not be deploying. We will not be entering combat. Yep. I figured that it was better just to go smuggling because we do have diversion, which allows us to, if we put 4 more troops in 1 turn, we can ship up or ship down. So we could set up for that with smuggling. Okay. Hanjo decides to go still suits, get some water. Yuna plays Poison Super, tries to dagger, and then gets Swordmaster. Yep. And she still has 12 Solari left. Whoa. Maybe possibly goes Dreadnought and fuels her Signet Ring. We go High Council. Yep. Since we have firm grip, we are probably going to be chasing the Emperor Alliance. Since Chome Directorship is on the row, we don't want anybody else to get it before us, and we don't have the persuasion to get it, so we might as well blow it. We're sitting with 7 persuasion in our hand. If we play our recon, that would go to 6. We have a research station for Puncher. Decides to go up in the track. Now he's on the first genetic marker, so his dissecting kit is useful. Yep. More Slake Farmer activities from Yuna. Ooh, and she gets the first beetle. So she gets 2 spies for reaching the first beetle. This action that I took here was, it was just a wasted. I didn't have another better place to go to, so it was either Carthage or Siege Tower. I figured the water is more useful in long run because it allows me research station possibilities and Great Flat Highliner possibilities as well. Yeah, I can't deploy the troop here because I don't get anything out of it. Beast goes Carthage. Maybe Beast has gruesome sacrifice. That's why he deployed so many for this combat. Yuna buys Chome Delegate, allowing her access to shipping. We buy Worm Riders because it is a Fremen card, so it bonds very well with Leia Kynes. And we already have a liaison as well, so our um, our Fremen synergies can be pretty good here. Definitely one or two spicy slows. Hanjo might get a spicy slow depending on what he reveals. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, he is one off. He could buy appropriate ship down. Could be useful. Okay, alright. He plays call instead. And goes up. Okay. Appropriate makes sense now. To ship down. Ooh, he instead chooses to buy a graft card. Interesting choice. Okay. Yuna passes. Ooh, Beast passes. Interesting that he deploys so many troops though. Okay. Access is pretty good here. We could go selective breeding. Selective breeding is an option. We might want to hold our Leia Kynes so that we get, if we draw more Fremen, we could get some synergy off. Firm Grip, obviously, to get the alliance and get a bump in spacing. Yuna gives us more Solari when she ships. Okay, she goes up in Emperor. She might want to chase our alliance. Depends. Not choosing to secure spacing though is really interesting, because Beast does have shifting allegiances and has Guild Ambassador. So, interesting choice. Yep. Firm Grip, spend 2 Solari, go up in spacing. This is probably a spicy slow turn for us. Yep, as expected. Beast goes shipping. Goes down and up, takes some spice, and decides to instantly secure spacing. Okay, alright. Well, I guess Yuna figured that spacing was a lost cause. Fair enough. Hanjo buys Sonic Snoopers. He just has to take a bump in Bene Gesserit. Yuna goes Mentat, uses a ring to go up in... Oh, you Bene Gesserit? Yep, okay. We pull out the recon first, and go to selective breeding to trash the recon from our discard. Trash the recon, yep, and draw 2 cards. Experimentation, and if it's a Fremen, we get a spicy slow. Yep, and we hit our spicy slow. Worm Riders. It is unfortunate that the Worm Riders is kind of useless in this scenario because, well, we're not going to be using it for the swords. And even if we do, we're not going to get much value off of it. We probably get 1 spice back, so we might as well play our Worm Riders and get 2 spice for our value. So Leia Kynes is 4 persuasion because of Worm Riders. Convincing is 2, High Council is 2, and Experimentation is 1, that's 9. Yuna takes the Benny Alliance down, gets some intrigues, discards the Recon to draw another card with with her True Trance ability. Yeah, we have to play our Worm Riders or our Dagger, otherwise we lose Spice with slow. Playing our Worm Riders is not a bad option here. We get an Intrigue off of it, and 2 Spice. I decided not to put the troops in here for Gruesome Sacrifice because Combat 3s are just around the corner, so if I were to play for Combat 3s, I might as well keep my troops. And I'm pretty much guaranteed to get the Beetle point. So it doesn't make sense to push for the Beetle there. Although you cannot see it, I'm currently on the 2nd tier with the Beetle. So if I were to experiment one more time and recall 3 troops for a Beetle, I get my point. Okay. Hunter goes in for this combat. It is a victory point combat, so I do not blame him. Yuna decides to reveal for a... Ooh, not even Spicy Slow. Oh, she has no ability to go anywhere. I guess she could go Tech Negotiation, but I guess she would lose Appropriate. And Appropriate is a good card for her, since she generates so much Solari. Okay. We reveal, get a Spicy Slow, we get our Beetle for 3 Specimen. And we get a Specimen back for revealing an Experimentation. Beast buys Water Peddlers, just to get his economy going again. And buys Throne Room Politics. Okay. Hundro has 1 on the genetic marker, has made it past the first genetic marker, so he does hit the condition for Best Victim Kit. So he gets another Beetle. Okay. Beast plays Gruesome Sacrifice, loses 2 troops for a Beetle and 2 Specimen. Hundro deploys his Dreadnought on Imperial Basin. Lucky for him, it does appear to be the Imperial Basin combat. Okay, we draw Firm Grip, okay. So this could be a trip to Weld instantly and get our spacing bump. Okay. I choose to go Research Station here, just to draw more cards, to possibly draw into Deadly Kind, so that we have a guaranteed Spice Slow as well. We don't draw Deadly Kinds, but we do draw enough Persuasion for Spice Slow. We do have High Council, Double Convincings, and a Liaison now. We deploy 2 troops in. We're probably not planning to win this combat because there's so much spice for Highliner around. So I doubt we're gonna get to Highliner. Beast goes shipping again. Bump is probably gonna go in Fremen. Maybe Emperor Benny, maybe. Okay, he goes with Fremen. We are in the lead. We are 2 points away from ending the game. And those 2 points do seem to be Spice was Slow and the spacing friendship. Hunter goes smuggling to go up. He probably has his ring in his hand. And is going to be deploying with ring. Yuna goes Highliner. Yep. Interesting. That's a pretty weak Highliner, knowing that Beast has that many troops in his garrison. And he has invasion ships, so he could go Highliner himself. We go Conspire to draw another Intrigue, get some troops back. Since we do have second wave in our hand, we draw a pretty good Intrigue. Tiebreaker. Tiebreaker is a pretty valuable Intrigue for us, because it allows us some spice on endgame, in case Hundro, Beast, or Yuna somehow also end up hitting 10. we spend our Solari to get up our spacing bump. Yep. Our only option is to play one of our experimentations, and if Imperial Basin is open, that's the only place we can go. I guess we could go Mentat as well, but I doubt Mentat's gonna be open. Yep, as expected, Mentat goes away right now with Hunter. Hunter deploys one troop. Yuna goes Karthag. Now she has 4 intrigues, so she's prone to being stolen. Decides to just take a bump in Fremen, and goes up with shipping because of landing rights. We go get some spice for endgame possibilities. We deploy 2 more troops. I believe nobody has any cards that makes us discard, so I think we're good on that aspect of the game. Nobody has bought Test of Humanity or Rugburn Mother Mahayam, so as expected, Beast goes Highliner, gets 5 troops, so he can deploy up to 14 strength, which he does. Hunjo goes Selective Breeding, okay. Hunjo's probably going to be trying to draw and play Spice with Slow as well. With his 6 cards, I think he's probably good. Oh, 5 cards. He might have hit it. Depends. Let's see. Yuna goes Great Flat. Maybe she has Private Army or Allied Armada. Who knows? But okay, she wants some spice. We just reveal and get a Spice Slow to end the game. We get another specimen. We buy a Beetle because now we can play Gruesome Sacrifice and get another intrigue for getting another Beetle. Could be a possible endgame, maybe Spice for maybe corner the market. That's another point for us. Oh, there are 2 points for us actually. Okay. Honcho goes with his Replacement Eyes and Signet Ring. He goes down. Okay. His Replacement Eyes does allow him to get the second Beetle point. Alright, I believe it does. Starts to buy Chalmarchy. Gets 2 more intrigues. He does have Sonic Super, so that's pretty good for him, so he can cycle out some intrigues. Reinforcements played. Okay, since he is on a combat space, he can deploy the troops in directly. I wonder how Andro hits the last Beetle, but I don't think Hunjo has the possibility to hit 10 here, but I could be wrong, especially with 3 intrigues. Hunjo misses Spice Slow. Okay, he plays Sonic Supers right now, trashes 2 intrigues, and draws 2 more. He finds Sleeper Must Awaken, gets another point off of that. Okay, he is on 8. If he ends up finding a Beetle point, that's 9, and another endgame is 10. And since he has Chalmarchy, he does beat us on endgame. I play second wave, pretty irrelevant. Not much happening here. But I might as well do it because it is the last round. Then I play my Crucial Sacrifice just to get another intrigue. And the intrigue we pull is what intrigue do we draw? Which are illicit delays. Oh, unfortunate. If we drawn it 1 second earlier, we would have had the second Beetle point as well. Oh well. Well, we just have to hope that nobody else has enough to hit 10. We pass. We can't really do much here. Yep, now it's time for Endgames. Yuna is off, one off of getting the endgame point there. With Lilax's puppets. We get our 10 spice for tiebreaker. Yep. And Hanjo has no endgames. So we take the game down. GG's.